good evening, and good evening. It's Wednesday. It's a solo mission for me tonight. So, we're going to be in and out because I'm not going to be here talking for too long. But as we start, a couple of things. Something broke earlier on, about Bruno. Yo, hi, Joe. I hope you're doing well, my friend. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, Bruno is obviously, in the news for the right reasons or the wrong reasons, depending on your viewpoint of him as a Man United player and the fact that he is maybe on a little bit more money than everybody thinks that he should be on. But look, it's broken that the club are going to open talks with Bruno before the World Cup in regards to letting him stay on. Um, my thoughts are, me, I'm probably one of the biggest flip flops here, to be honest, and I take no shame from that. I don't yeah, it is what it is. But I would take Bruno to stay. Um I understand that his contract is still got a little while to run. Um but yeah, I wouldn't be looking to sell Bruno. And I suppose if it gets to the stage where you let him go on a free, then maybe that's the way that I would be thinking it goes. We've seen what he's like when without him, and now that Master Amarin and his superstar formation is now gone, then I'm all for Bruno staying. Steph, I think you might be right there um about Bruno staying if we get Champions League. I mean, I think a couple of them might stay if we secure Champions League. Do you think it's only Champions League that he stays, or do you think European football keeps him at the club? Dino, I, I'm not sure we would be that bad, but yeah, I agree. We would be in a mess. I do moan every now and then when he throws his arms in the air. Um, we say it's petulance. He says it's passion. He says it's Portuguese passion. I'm all for his Portuguese passion, mate. To be fair, um, I don't think he throws his arms up in the air. So maybe that's something that he has he has taken an active um taken active messages of active measures to decide. Yo, I am Titanium. Yo, Chat Sports. We see you in the house, man. You guys happy that Bruno's staying? Well, look, say staying. The club have open talks is maybe how is maybe how we should put it. Are you happy that the club has actually opened talks with Bruno? Yeah, I think that's maybe where we should be where we should be looking. Really, I am Titanium. You're willing to sell him? You're willing to sell him at the end of the season? Yo, don't do that, man. For 80 mil. Yeah, but then what do we do for in Champions League? Do we then have to look for somebody else? And are they going to cost more than 80 million? Look at Bruno's numbers. Look at Bruno's numbers. I mean, look, he was playing in a less than favored position, and he was still putting the numbers. Now he's back in the 10. I don't see a problem with Bruno saying at all. And hello, Myrna. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Thanks for finding us on the mobile. If you are new to it, look, just guys, you know the cool man. If you are new to it, look, just hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, please. Yes, so guys, thoughts on Mr. Bruno. I'm not happy. Let's have a look. King Dino. He's literally involved in everything good we do. He plays passes that nobody else can even see. Yeah, I'm not taking him out, man. I'm titanium. No, I'm not happy. We need to profit off him. What do you mean we need to profit on him? We've had him at our club for nearly 5 years, if not 5 years. And the age that we got him at profit, don't you think that he deserves? Say he deserves. I know football's not like that, but I think he's earned the right to do what he wants. His performances haven't dropped off. Yeah, he's had a couple of months, a couple of little period here and there, but all in all, I think he's been absolutely superb. agree with that. Have I gone? Oh, I'm back. No, I agree with that. What I will say to that is he's never going to play in centre midfield again. He's never played in centre midfield again. And we are relying on one player, but maybe the next manager comes in, gets the system right where Bruno, maybe doesn't play. But look, I'm saying we've got cover in the team, but I said I think it all depends on where we finish. I agree. If we get Champions League, he 100% stays. If we get Europa, maybe, and if we get nothing, which I don't think that the way that we looked the last game, and the fact that the rest of the league is a lot worse than us, or a few teams in the league are a lot worse than us. Maybe we'll qualify for Champions League, and maybe he will stay. I'm titanium. He's not Mr. Manchester United. No player is bigger than the club. Granted, but there's players that the club need, and I can't believe that you're saying. Anyway, you're the only one in here. Simon saying, "Greetings, Mr. B. We blew our chance to sell Bruno for 100 million. And chances come but once." I agreed. We probably could have sold him at the beginning of the season, but could you have trusted this club to have invested that money in something that we would have been happy with? What would it have been? 100 mil? Yeah, we probably would. But then look at the numbers that Bruno's putting up again this season, man. Wow, he's not Mr. Manchester United. Okay, it doesn't sound like it's a bit of a split here. I'm thinking. I think actually that's a lie. It's only you. I am titanium. You're the only one. Is there anybody else in this chat bar? I am titanium, who thinks that we should be getting Bruno. We're getting rid of Bruno. Look, Max Pack, what's happening? I hope you're doing well, my friend. He's saying, yeah, we got to keep him. Yeah, if Bruno, Simon's saying if Bruno can start scoring, it's not about starting scoring. Look, he's still putting in the assists as well. Yeah, exactly. People always banging on about Bruno. It's actually getting boring. He says we're here to support. He's here to support him. We're here to support him. Yeah, agreed, Steph. We do need a top box central midfielder. But let's see where that goes. Let's see where that goes. Um, Bruno is now topically done. You, what's happening, Mr. Potus? I hope you're doing well. We are the laughing stock of the Prem. We were the laughing stock of the Prem, and look at us now. Yeah, look, we could be in the same boat as Spurs, Premier League wise. So yeah, let's not get it twisted. Let's not get it twisted. We're looking good. We're looking good. We have my hated bitter rivals in the end of the week. So we'll say without Bruno, no European football, and without no European football, this season means no Bruno. So I think that's the way it's gonna go. Mateta, lady, that I know you're in the house, and gentlemen, has handed in a transfer request. Of course, yeah, I do, Mr. Potus. I want to keep it. Yes, I do want to keep him. I do want to keep him. 100%. 100% want to keep him. 11 of you watching, guys. I know it only seems like a few. You only have to press the button. That's all I'm asking. I'm asking. I'm on a solo mission and I'm actually looking for 20. I'm not going to be here for long, but maybe afterwards, when you watch it back, leave a comment. I will reply. I know Steph, my superstar, always replies. Somebody other than Steph. Come on, do this for me. Anyway, Mateta handed in a transfer request at Palace. It looks like they won the Conference League last season. Conference League. They won the FA Cup last year, and the club has actually fallen to bits. Obviously they lost Eze. Um, Glasner has said he wants to go. He's not going to renew his contract. And now Mateta has said he's got 18 years left on his contract, and he wants to go. He wants to leave in this January transfer window. Guys, what I'm asking is this a deal that you think we could do? I'm assuming, well, chat sport, yeah, that's chat sport. I'm assuming that the prices that they're talking are 40 mil. I'm thinking more 30 in my head. He's got 18 months left, and he's actually put the transfer request in. So is this a no-brainer for us? Obviously Bremo played one game up front in the last game. Sesko didn't get a touch. Could it be that Bremo is the second striker, or are we thinking that Mateta would do a good job for us? Chats, chats, oh boy, he's going. Yes, and they're calling it a bargain. Um, his form. Don't you think his form's maybe dropped off a bit this season, or do you think that it's just a mess that Crystal Palace actually find themselves in? Um, Demotivated as a player. Obviously France World Cup coming up. He did get a call up. We're on 7. That'll do. Actually, that's a lie. That's a lie. So there's 12. There's 12 of us in here. So that means 5 of you are watching and cheating. Um, Mr. Potus is saying he thinks Mateta dropped off because Eze left. You could be right. Um, you could be right there. I just think that the club's in a bit of a mess anyway. Vincent, how you doing, my friend? We get him and we sell Xerxes. It works. It works. If they want to keep the status quo, then you could be right there, Vincent. One in, one out. But would that be done now? Xerxes injured. Him and Delit didn't train today. So could this be a tactical injury, or something less with less skullduggery is what I should say. Yo, Matty Matt, walk on. I hope you're doing well, man. I hope you're doing well, bro. Double A in the house. I see you, bruv. We've had our Bruno talk, and we're just talking about Mateta, to be fair. Um, would I take him? I'll take him for 30. 40, I'm not too sure about. And this is the January. We're not even talking summer. But Premier League proven, he would be motivated to play. And I would say, look, if a deal could get done in January, you know me already. 20 at most. Ooh, Mr. Potus has gone cheap. 20 at most. They ain't selling him for 20. They just lost Gay, who had 6 months left. And he went for 20. I don't think he goes for 20. I would gladly pay 30. It's not my money, but I'm looking at 30. I think anything over 30 is too much. Simon, yeah, I've got that one as well. Siddiqui, have you seen him? Bloody hell. You're not keeping tabs on Sunderland midfielder Noah Siddiqui in a swap deal. Simon, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. I'm wait, so you know what? I'm actually gonna ask you now. Where did you get the information from? That's what I want to know. Who's your source? Are they reliable? Is it just rumor? Come on. Mateta includes goals, but his price includes the market. Oh, Steph. Look, I'm taking him. I'm taking him for 30 mil. I'm taking him for 30 mil. I'm not taking him for 40 mil. I'm not taking him for 40 mil. 10 likes halfway there, living on Hey, look, here you go. 10. Halfway there, we're living on a prayer. There you go. Halfway there, we're living on a prayer. Simon, we're running out of time in the window. No players are going to get bought. You know what, Simon? I've been on, and my opinion probably won't change. Um, I don't think it will. I'll be honest. I'm not sure that it will. We will get anything done. But look, it's a transfer show. It's a new show, and I've got to put it out there. Me sitting down here with my act, there'd be a lot of times where I wouldn't put a show out because a lot of it doesn't make any sense to me. So I'm going to put it out there. I've got to get it out there and put it out there in the ether just because some of you might not have known. And look, United fans, I suppose he would have known, to be fair. We do get on late. Mr. Potus is saying, take Mateta in a swap deal. Oh my God, Crystal Palace would be on crack. The whole board and everything would be on crack. Morton, look, it may happen. It may not happen, but we'll see. Yes, Steph, deadline day out again in January, sadly, but we're hoping. Yeah, and that's all we can do. That's what we do as us United fans. We sit here and live in hope. Um, can some you Vincent, you're still being positive. Something can be done. We bought Rasmus within 24 hours, so why not? I get that, but I think that deal was kind of partly there already. And unless we get a serious injury, I'm not sure. But that's not why I was here. I'm not allowed. I'm not supposed to come in and say we're not buying any players. So got to keep it positive. We've got to keep it positive for the next 9 or 10 days. I just say we'd be lucky to swap a Snickers bar for a guy, let alone a player. Trust me. Yes, we're on 11 likes. We've got 9 left. Thank you very much. Right. Um, unless there's something else that you guys want to bring up, I've got one more little one. Harry Amas, for you guys who maybe didn't know this, he's going to be going on loan to Norwich. He's loaned with Sheffield. Which one's in the mess? Sheffield United. Which one's in the mess? Sheffield Wednesday. One of you guys will tell me in the chat anyway. Yeah. He's loaned. He's on his way to Norwich. He's on his way to Norwich. I don't know if that benefits him or not. He was obviously the best player at Sheffield United or Sheffield Wednesday. Yeah, there you go, Norwich. Wow, there you go. Max is saying poor son. Thank you, Steph. Sheffield Wednesday. Yeah, I don't think we keep him. I think that these two loans, he's put himself out there. Obviously, Sheffield Wednesday best player, without a doubt. It's going to be interesting what he does at Norwich. Hold on, let's see. We're on Norwich in their league. Championship. Norwich are fuck me. So he's gonna leave Sheffield Wednesday, who are bottom, to join Norwich, who are fourth bottom. Okay. It's definitely gonna be about game time for this one then, I think this is more to do with game time. Because obviously yeah, that's a weird one. That is a real weird one. Look, they're gonna get the deal done, they're gonna get the medical done, and I suppose it's crazy. Yeah, Matt. Improvement three places. It makes no wow, I don't know. Simon saying it's up to Carrick if he wants to keep Amas or not. I don't think he has. I don't think it is. I think this is one over his head. You look at Dorgu that side. Everybody seems to be more than happy with him. Obviously, we bought the young Panama guy who's still playing in the under 18s. I think could be under 21s. So we'll see. Mel's Mal six. Look, I'll say Mel's Mal. Let's see what we've got. Need to keep Maguire after all the crap he's taken. Won the fans back. get some British players in and get that bulldog spirit back. I have no problem with Maguire. I went for a stage where, I didn't like him too much, but no, I have no problem with Maguire. To be fair, I have no problem at all with Maguire staying. Yeah, it's just that the Ama situation. I was a bit shocked. I was a bit shocked when that came up. A bit surprised, but look, this is football. As I said, I think he's the one. He's one of the players who we sell in the summer. I think that's one who they're looking to. I think he's one that's looking to get to get disposed of. Let me see if there's any more news. Ooh, look, and as we were talking about Maguire, look, I'll drop this one as well. We only got 2 million for Ali. Who's Ali Ahmed? Mr. POTUS, who the hell is Ali Ahmed? I have no idea. Matty say, let's go get David Boy Smith. I think he's passed away. Actually, I'm sure I heard he passed away. Yeah, but Maguire, yeah, he's got a duvet cover and pillowcase so he can rest his head on his head. Yeah, I see you, Steph. You're right. You, yeah, but, I'm actually gonna put this one up. Yeah, but yeah, he's got a duvet cover, man. Oh, right, he's our best player last season for Vancouver. Okay, I got you now. I got you now. I got you now. We're on 12. Right, let me get this Maguire one up. Um, As you know what, we'll end on a happy note, or maybe not a happy note. Look, it really depends. Let's have a look. Manchester United are facing a critical decision regarding the future of centre back Harry Maguire, whose contract enters the final 5 months. Sources close to the club have confirmed that two teams, West Ham and Napoli, are actively seeking and monitoring his situation. Maguire, 32, remains committed to us as a club, saying it's his long-term home. But uncertainty persists over his future. So what are we saying? I've seen Matt said release him. He shines. Matt, it didn't take you too long, did it? Oh my God. Oh wow, Chat Sports saying Harry can go as well. I'm all for Harry Maguire staying, but I would like him to I think he served his time. I think he served his purpose. I mean, what is he on 190 grand a week? Would we be happy if he stayed on for, obviously he'll have to take a pay cut. Would we be happy if he comes in for I don't know, 100 grand? Are we happy, or is he gonna all cost? Who said sell him? Let's see. I think it was you, Matt. Get rid. Yeah, Chat Sport. Yeah, Chat Sport and Matty, the two that actually put it in. He served us. He served us. Oh Lord, Matty. Oh my God. Well, it wouldn't be sell iron titanium. It wouldn't be a sell. It would be a a release. I don't see much. I don't see much joy. I don't see much backing for Harry Maguire. My problem with it is that I want Delict to be playing ahead of him, and we've still got Heaven and Euro behind him. I understand what he offers experience wise, and we saw what he did in the last game, but I don't think as a future. I think we could probably spend that money somewhere else. To be fair, Max is saying good squad player. We need them, but what are you going to pay a good squad player, Max? You know, Stephanie's saying Maguire has plenty of headroom. Yeah, old slabhead. He knows what he's doing, man. He knows what he's doing. Guys, it was a solo one, and I wanted to keep it short. It's that I've actually gone longer than I thought I would have done talking to you people in the chat. But look, I think I'm on 12 likes. I'm willing to accept that. Hopefully, we get a few more. Yeah, I'm begging. I'm begging because the solo ones, I never seem to get more than 25 likes between the two streams. What? Max back? You're on timeout? No, don't do that. Don't do that. He's been exposed by Amrin and the system that Amrin had him playing in, man. Don't do that. Have faith. Have faith. Yeah, that's what we need to be doing. Keep the faith, especially with the younger players, man. Oh, Max, come on. The older ones save your bitter old for. But players like Euro, no, we have to keep him, man. No, come on. Yeah, that's what I'm liking. Please leave a comment and hype in the non-like. There you go. You know what I mean? So, guys, look, we're back tomorrow. I'm not sure I'm going to be in the house. I've got a league AGM meeting. So I'm not sure it's going to be, but I know Yabra will be back. Colm should be back. If not, it's going to be Yabra and Rio. Doing the preview. I'll be back on Friday. With Tony. To have our own maybe I might have a yeah. You know what? I might just make the mix on me and Tony. Yeah. I might make it. I might just make the mix on me and Tony. So guys, get your banter set for Friday. And we kill him. Yes, Mel Scott from Bournemouth. Yeah, but I'm not sure that we could get him in. The problem is, I'm not sure we could get him in the get him now. That would be a summer one, and I'm not sure summer is really where we want to be looking for that once again. Oh, Matt's Pat, big up, bruv, telling me it's a good show again. Big up, guys. Look, as always, stay safe. We will be back tomorrow, and yeah, I'm seriously contemplating just me and Tony having a banter fest for our yeah, that, you know. Yeah, I'm contemplating it. Guys, anyway, thanks for watching. Me, Mr. B.